having spent some time in Washington, I've worked with the various groups. And one thing that I've noticed is whether an individual calls himself libertarian, conservative, constitutionalist, or even progressive, that individuals can work together. And I suspect the people that are following what you're doing today might have a similar experience, and you may know what I'm talking about. The people come together even though we might not have precise understanding or agreements on all the issues. As much as the coming together I had found was due to individuals who wanted to be honest, wanted to know the truth of things, and they were driven more by finding truth than they were for promoting Republican Party or the Democratic Party. And therefore, I was able to talk to other people, but it was a narrow group because most people don't quite accept that. Do you have that sense as well?
Yeah, and it's just something that I have been thinking about recently and trying to describe this phenomena. You know, my political party that's running in the Australian elections next week, the WikiLeaks party, we are now already the fourth most popular party in Australia, only founded earlier this year. And we have a wide variety of people you would classically say are from the right and from the left within the party, and there are tensions about that. And I have to try and resolve these tensions and explain what is the commonality. And I think it's a very interesting phenomena that there has developed, I would say, an extreme center in the establishment politics. So in in my language, the co-opted parts of the Republican Party, the co-opted parts of the Democratic Party, who are involved in self-promotion, networking, political dynasties, and that doing favors for mates and so on. And they're just working the system. They don't have any ideas really that they believe in. And then that extreme center, which is really pushing forward aggressively in a particular direction to promote itself, has led to others feeling like that is not what they want to be involved in. And so there is now a magnetic force between what you would traditionally describe as segments of the right and segments of the left. And if we look at what is traditionally best about the left, we would say it's their will for justice, or their desire for justice, the decency of trying to look after people who unjust acts are committed to. And we can see that from a power perspective as well. They would say that injustice comes about as a result of inequalities in power. And if we look at a right libertarian perspective, we can say similarly that injustice or the lack of human virtue or growth comes about as a result of a lack of freedom and a lack of liberty. And that lack of freedom or lack of liberty, at its essence, is caused by an inequality in power. Your liberty can't be deprived from you unless someone else has got more power. And so there is actually a commonality between these 2 points of view. And I think one of the most important mechanisms which deprive people of liberty and deprive people of justice is asymmetry in information. So an asymmetry in power, and inequality in power, because one group knows what's going on and another group doesn't know what's going on or is being fed lies. And that is something I think that the right and the left, broadly speaking, the decent people who believe in something can agree on. That neither of them like to be told lies.
Well, let me ask you a few things specific about the campaign. You're running on a party label. Is it called WikiLeaks Party? Is that correct?
Yes, the WikiLeaks Party. We have started a few months ago. We have some thousands of members. We're running in 3 of the 5 states that are in Australia.
Okay, the thing, but it's, you don't have anybody in office. This is a brand new party. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's brand new, registered this year. The polling is very interesting. So even the Australian government's own polling outfit says that I have between 25 and 28% of the vote. That's across 4 different polls, including even a third polling outfit, Ray Morgan, of the voting intention. Now that's not going to translate into the vote because the Australian voting system is quite complex in how the votes work. But that's an extremely interesting place to start from. And of course, I'm proud of that. But I think if we sort of pull back from my own personal interest, that's an interesting phenomena that has occurred. It's 40% of the voting intention for people under the age of 30. Also, very interesting phenomena. Why is that occurring?